Hello everyone, I'd like to thank you for coming here this evening. My name is Joesph Shonkwiler. My hometown is Lebanon, Indiana. I'm a first-year college student and my major is web design. And I'd like to tell you tonight 3 things that I think have been the most important things that have shaped me into the person that I am today. They have to do with where I live, my education, and one last thing that is the most important thing, that's more important than the other 2. To start with where I live. I've lived in Lebanon, Indiana my whole life. My grandma owns a whole lot of land and we all live on it. My aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, great aunts, great uncles, and of course my grandma. I've lived here my whole life, and having such close ties to my family has really become a part of who I am. Second, my education. After 2nd grade, it was determined that I would be a homeschooler. It was a little hard to adjust to at first, but I grew to love it. We used different kinds of curriculum. We used books, we used computer programs, we used video lessons. But after my dad got cancer, it was determined that I would have to go to the local public high school for my high school education. So I took the entrance exams and started attending. And after 2 weeks and 2 days of going to the high school, it was determined that I could go back to homeschooling. But this time, my high school education was being entrusted to my aunt. And it was in these years of my high school education that the most important thing came to pass. And that third and most important thing is that I am a Christian. We would watch various DVDs for Bible class each day, and some of them were by a man named Pastor Ray Comfort. He had a TV series called The Way of the Master, and in it he would share the gospel with different people that he met on the street. He would often explain what he was doing, what he was saying, and why he was saying it. He explained that the 10 Commandments are God's laws, and that we've all broken them. He showed me that I've lied, I've stolen, I've lusted, I've done all those things, I've broken all of God's laws. And as the judge of the universe, he has to sentence us to life in hell. He explained that Jesus Christ came and he paid our fine with his own life. This was the first time I realized why I had to go to hell. It was the first time I realized why Jesus came down. After this changed my life. I realized this, I repented. I turned from my sins to Jesus. I asked him in my heart to clean my heart and to become my Lord and Master, and he did. It changed my life. It changed everything I did. There's a verse in the Bible that says, "Whatsoever you do, whether you eat or whether you drink, do all to the glory of God." And I really took this verse to heart, and I still do. And I don't do this because Jesus is my God and I must do these things. I do it, if for nothing else, because I am grateful for him saving me from hell. That's the least I can do. And so in closing, my life here in Lebanon, living here with my family so closely for all these years, my education, homeschooling most of my life, are 2 important things in my life that have shaped me and made me who I am. But the absolute most important thing that has made me who I am today is that I am a Christian, saved by the blood of Jesus from hell. That's the most important thing that's happened to me, and the most important thing I think can happen to anybody. I'd like to thank you all for coming and seeing me this evening. You have a good evening.